Alright, my name is Michelle.
My name is Heather.
And I'm Jonathan Ramirez.
And our science fair project is elephant paste. The initial question is, how does dish soap affect the hydrogen peroxide and potassium iodine reaction?
Our hypothesis was if hydrogen peroxide reacts with the potassium iodine, then the foam of the dish soap will be introduced to the solution. So basically, our procedure was we used a graduated cylinder and we measured 5 milliliters of water and 15 milliliters of potassium iodine. We then poured it in a beaker and then we stirred it together. Second one is we poured around 10 milliliters of dish soap in the Erlenmeyer flask. And then we used the funnel and used it over the graduated cylinder and poured 40 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. And fourth step is we poured the hydrogen peroxide in the Erlenmeyer flask. Fifth step, we took the potassium iodine solution and poured it in the Erlenmeyer flask full of the hydrogen peroxide and dish soap solution. And then you have to stand back quickly, and it will foam up. And the sixth step for our second experiment, repeat the whole process again, but don't put in the dish soap. And so we have our data here. We measured the temperature of both reactions. So this one over here with the dish soap was 30 degrees Celsius. 30 degrees Celsius.
And then,
Close your, oh sorry. It was 30 degrees Celsius, and then for this one over here, it was 40 degrees Celsius. So this was a hotter reaction than this one.
Right, so the materials we used was soap detergent, which was about 10 milliliters of it, concentrated, 30% concentrated hydrogen peroxide, and that was about 40 milliliters of it. Potassium iodine solution, which was 15 milliliters of it. 4 graduated cylinders, 2 beakers, 4 pairs of gloves, just gloves, spoons, funnels, and Erlenmeyer flasks. Variables, an independent variable was the dish soap. A dependent variable, which was the one that changed, was the temperature of each reaction. And the control was the Erlenmeyer flasks. You know, they were the same, and they were all the same. Yeah.
well, our conclusion after this whole experiment was both experiments worked. The catalyst reacted with both solutions. They're not both with foam. They still reacted. We still learned from foam does appear when you add dish soap to the experiment. Thanks.
How did you come up with the idea for this project?
Well, I was searching for solution science fair projects, and this came up, and this really interested us.
What did you learn from your background research?
We learned that the gas that comes out of the reaction is oxygen, and it's an exothermic reaction.
Okay. How many times did you run the experiment with each configuration?
For the second one without the dish soap, we ran once. But for this one, we ran many times because I kept diluting the potassium iodine until I learned that you don't have to dilute it if it's a solution. But if it's with what's it called? The salty looking stuff, then you have to dilute the water.
Go. Puzzles.
You already recorded? Yeah.